Hi Capricorn, we're here to do your update for the month of June. And already I can feel there is a change in the air. There could be a dynamic at the moment that is a little bit of inflammatory, okay? And the first thing I heard was somewhere over the rainbow. And I don't know if that's a cryptic message for some of you who maybe have a loved one on the other side. It also could be, I don't know why I'm getting baby. Be careful. Some of you may be excited, but it could be something you're nurturing, but I also feel you're nurturing in the inner child. There's a lot of things that you're wanting to do. I feel some of you could feel at a very personal level that you're changing. And I also feel some of the things that you did for people, you're like, I can't do it. Hi, Angela. I've got the home card. Home is where the heart is. I feel it's really funny. It could be for some of you that you're nurturing a project. It could be you're nurturing yourself. It may be that you're wanting to go home, and I'm hearing Dorothy, click, click, go home. Okay, you're not wanting to fake it. You're wanting to have the real thing. I feel as though there's something in your intuition at the moment. I'm going to pull a chakra card. There's something in your intuition you're second guessing yourself, okay? And I think the challenges at the moment is to accept love. Accept your worthiness. There could be a lot, like I said, that you're dealing with, and you're wondering if you can deal with all these challenges. This might have made you feel to the point of, oh my gosh, have I bitten off a bit too much than I can chew? And I feel this level up energy with you guys. I feel you being super strict on the work front. I wouldn't be surprised if you had some dramas that may have been in a choice that you're trying to make. There's two major things going on at the moment, and you feel you kind of split. You're split in between a rock and a hard place, and you're trying to get everything working. I do feel you're being pretty patient. I don't know how long that will last for. I'm telling you, these ones that land on the floor, there's something pretty major, I'd say. We'll keep going. Okay, I see an individual standing very quietly, and you're observing the circumstance. Oh, you're not impressed. It reminds me of my father when he was mad, and it was like right before he was ready to lose his crap. There could be something that's brewing. I'm getting a lot of songs with you guys. You guys might be dealing with a Gemini. This might be a twin flame thing, but it feels that there's two ways this circumstance can go. You're trying to keep the balance. You may need to have a conversation. This could be to do with paperwork, but it feels you're trying to keep it cool. All right. Okay, where are you walking away from? You're not really happy with people not taking responsibility. I feel somebody crossed a boundary. I feel you kind of, you're being protected, but at the same time, you're thinking whoever this person is, they go in where angels bear to tread. Again, I do feel potentially for you guys, you might be looking at a little bit traditional. I don't think that's a negative thing. I actually think you're being quite mature in relation to it, but I think the way you're observing it is, well, you might be saying something. You're watching this situation. You're watching this space. Let me put it that way. You're watching this space. I'm telling you, animals at the moment, they're really playing up. I have to talk to it to settle it down. It's my neighbour's dog. Let's see. One more at the heart of it, and we'll get tucked in. Okay, so you got, for some of you, if you're having issues sleeping, it's like something's mulling in your mind overnight. There could be something either to do with the move, to do with home, to do with family, but you're wanting to feel safe, and something's taking you out of your comfort zone. There's one demeanour of you that is deeply professional. There's the other that's a little bit like the marshmallow, and it's making you second guess yourself. There is somebody who really does fancy you, and I think it's pretty much showing me, regardless of whether you're singles or couples, there's somebody that is quite smitten on you, and it can make you a little bit uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's flattering to a degree, okay? So you may find that it's very flattering, but you're coming through with very traditional values. Something's kind of going over your head. You're trying to work on a circumstance, but again, I feel it's either you're feeling really tired. I just feel like you can't sleep properly. There's something that's keeping you up. That's something that where you feel you're not seeing something. You don't want to be delusional. So I feel you're trying to really do this correctly. Yeah. Some of you, if there has been a tense situation on the home front in a group, you know that this is going to come up. You know that you're going to have to address something. It kind of feels like getting dragged into a circumstance. You don't want to. You want peace and bliss and joy. There is some, I also feel there could be a person asking you questions about how you're feeling to do with something, especially from the cards moving into the future. There's almost a heart-to-heart and a level of privacy. And I do feel that, especially in your finances at the moment with the give and take and maybe the courage, it just feels you can be quite burnt out. Some of you are going to be looking at how you can correct that. Look, for some of you, I'm really seeing that there potentially could be a career advancement, and it does feel very positive, but I kind of see you standing there in the responsible sense and wondering, with everything that you're addressing, how you're going to manage all these little departments or compartments. And it's like a puzzle that you're trying to put back together again. I'm also hearing that there could be something that is going to a more serious level. And, you know, sometimes when we do see our blessings coming into our life and we know in the future tense where we're going, it's going to be very, how would I put it? In the long run, it's going to be peace and zen. But in the interim, having your own personal feelings, recovering, you're creeping, feeling very run down, very emotional. You want to be able to express it. You do have your eye on the goal, though. There is this goal and this destination of where it's going to be. And there's somebody that really takes you to this bliss. So I think you're actually, you're no longer going to be the silent lamb. That's what I heard. And it does feel that, you know, we're kind of having a review over, you know, what the inner child is, what the stability is, and maybe how stable it was. You know, this could be a past tense situation. I do feel you're looking back. You might be a little bit critical on yourself, that's something that you needed to address, that's something that you needed to do better on. Some of you are feeling you wish you'd given more. But I feel there could be a large sum of money coming towards you. It's not necessarily that you want it. And this is very strange how it's being shown to me. It's like, you know, the regressing and the connecting, the frustrations, there could be a little bit of a dispute happening in a group. There also may be something to do with the home that you're really pondering at the moment. Do you keep it? Do you not? You know, it's almost like anything in that domain, you really could be gaining from it. So there could be legacies, it could be something to do with your asset increasing in price, and also wondering, again, what way to go. Some of you, I'm hearing home is where the heart is, but I'm also feeling where you currently are is maybe not where home is. That may be because of your frequency, or it could be because of the circumstance. But we do have the home card here, and I'm hearing Dorothy. Dorothy could be a pet name you had in a previous time frame for some of you. Some of you, it could be that you're getting another pet. Oh, God. You're trying to be strong, okay? Somebody knows how to handle you. I think you also know how to handle yourself. But I do feel you're having a lot of strong feelings. There may be a romantic interest here that you are thinking on. You do feel they do have the wealth of knowledge, but you also feel right now something that you're going through is very personal. They totally understand your perspective, and you understand theirs, but it's a very personal moment. So it's almost like you're seeing eye to eye. You empathize, you understand. There could be some insecurities that's coming up. That can be within you or another person. You almost know that there's also a circumstance in a group that has insecurities to do with your choices. They may be a bit more, I don't think it's anything you can't handle. There's something to do with a person that is a little bit insecure here in the mix. Could be due to distance. Okay, what is this about, place? For some of you, you're going to have a reconciliation. I also feel, well, you got money. There's room between you. It might be if there's been a distance in the connection, if you're currently in the connection, that you're making a choice in love, okay? This can be that you're staying with a person that you're currently with. It could be moving to that deeper commitment and going to the next level. Some of you could be healing between a past tense person and the current energy with. Others of you, it could be you're busy doing something at the moment, but your plan is, hey, this is coming in, it's going to become more balanced. I actually do feel it's this month. I feel it's in this month that is happening, and a subject relating to love is returning. So I do feel this sort of like these triggers, something comes up. There's almost this feeling you've got to jump on the situation right away. If you don't make a decision, this can be you or another person, but it feels as though you almost spiritually feel if you don't grab it while it's hot, you know, you could lose out. So if it's on your side, you're reflecting upon it and knowing that you're healing, you're leaving the past behind, which we'll get into those cards in a minute, and see what we're moving away from. But regardless, there's almost like somebody's trying to put some little pebbles in your road, but you're kind of having a revelation that maybe spiritually it was you that were putting pebbles in your road. Look, there is, you know, once we start giving to ourselves and we actually look at life and know that we're worth it, we kind of attract this back in towards ourselves. You're really, as much as you do want a connection, I do feel overall in your life, you've almost taken on this demeanor that, you know, it's your job to kind of help fix. You know, you're being the nurturer, you're being the provider, so to speak, in some shape or form. And providing doesn't have to come down to a financial situation. Providing can be being there for people at all times. Sometimes it can be where we're being doormats. Now, I do think that demeanor with you is really going to the by the wayside, and you will do anything, that notion that we will do anything for love. And, you know, love isn't just a romantic connection. Love is very much, you know, to whom the people we care for. This self-care that you are, you know, trying to find within yourself, you're kind of having this revelation. It's like this growth inside your emotions. It's an emotional, how would I explain it? It's an emotional awareness that you're suddenly having a revelation to do with, that you, how can we ever pick a side? How can we ever be there for someone if we're unable to actually listen to our soul's needs and actually feed it? And I think you're may have a sad circumstance happen, but whatever that sad circumstances does, it kind of feels that it's been replaced with the rebirth here and it's a brand new beginning. You do have the you got love here. You got there is a support system. There is a love system. You spiritually have gone through a lot of changes, and so it can make you feel bloody dreadful. But it is helping you give your power back. And if anyone is pushing, pulling, making you upset, and meanwhile you're going through an emotional transformation, I think you're going to look at it lighter. You're going to see other people's perspectives. You're going to see maybe these were beliefs we had inside ourselves and it wasn't an expectation on you. Now, okay, let's look over here so we can go into the deeper context and we'll dig a bit deeper. You had to make a very hard decision in relation to the past. And I feel it's almost been like you've been protecting yourself. You've been feeling, how would I put it? It may be that these individuals in your life whom you're dealing with currently are very controlling. Sometimes we do that, and that happens to us because they do care about us, but it's a different language of love. It doesn't mean it's right. You also, relating to your past, may be very protective. Something you're not saying. I feel you're having to stand your ground, and I feel it's almost like you're facing your demons. You're facing your fears, and you're sitting in it alone. It can feel very alone as you're going through the circumstance. It's almost like you're creating the boundary of itself. No, you're not going anywhere. You're facing this. You're going to move through this. you know, portal, and you're going to face it with conviction and courage. And I feel you are putting boundaries up, but you're also putting them up with yourself. Like, I've got to see this through. I need to go and do this. This is what feels best. It's something linking to the past. I've got to close it out. This also can be you directly putting boundaries up with those people, you know, and that can be with people that, like I said, are pushing you. I don't know why I've highlighted the screen. We'll leave that just in case I turn it off. Okay, there can be a document. We have the balance card. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. There is going to be, after you face this, there is going to be balance. It doesn't mean to say that those things weren't hard, but I feel past versus present moving forward. You know, by addressing those things, you're going to be free moving forward. So there's something you're tackling in the past, but you also feel currently where you are, this is going to provide you the balance in the month of June moving forward. And any conflict that was there, I feel is going by the wayside. I definitely feel there is regret in relation to the past, and this is not in one area. That's what they're saying. It's in various areas of life. We all have that. Who are these individuals? Somebody here. There is somebody in the past who maybe in your past has manipulated you, okay? There's been stop starts. They're being second guessing. This could be a circumstance playing out relating to money and you're not trusting the circumstance. I definitely see there's abundance coming, but there's a feeling almost of jealousy towards you. You could be getting some blessings or advancements. So this could be, again, a lottery. But wherever this money's coming from, it is a gift to you for your past efforts. That's all they're saying. Okay, it's past efforts. It's almost like the balancing of the scales, something good coming to you after adversity. But it could be something as simple as, you know, a sentimental gesture. I feel there's a group of people around you at the moment you're really not trusting, but you're having the courage. I do feel you're standing up for yourself. If they're having a perspective of what they think you should do, I think you're putting your foot down. This could be a mother, father. This could be a co-worker. Whoever this person is, it's like you are wide awake. You're seeing it loud and clear. You understand where they're coming from. It could be coming from a place of love, but you're putting the boundaries up. Oh, wow. Okay, the big challenge for you this month is going to be actually stepping into your dreams. I do feel from an emotional point of view, you know, you're going to be having this self-discovery. I do feel, especially relating to travel, again, you could have sudden travel. I do feel some of you are going to have to rest. It's almost like, you know, after adversity, having to recover and then moving back to the next mountain. Now, the next mountain doesn't appear to be that it is a challenge. It's more to do with the fact that you're going to be investigating what your dreams are after an aspect of adversity, whatever that is. You're also going to be very transparent, and this feels with people around you. It feels with your love interest. I feel you've learned a great deal from a circumstance that you have been through. This might have been an ongoing circumstance, or it could have been something most recently, but I think whatever this is, it's almost like you're not going to poker face it. You're going to be very transparent. But you're going to have to pause for a minute. You're going to have to rest and think on it. I feel it's like I'm hearing the term, yeah, see the hermit mode. After the tower comes the light, and I feel you're moving towards the star card and tarot. But I do feel initially you're going to have to get grounded. I really feel you're going to get some surprises. Now, these surprises can be in the area of connections, in the area of love, something spiritual that has been really testing you. I do think in the first 2 to 3 weeks major, it can be moving, okay? You know, you're the third sign that has the card of lineage coming up, and it is to do with Mercury, right? This is to do with the contract. Some of you are kind of feeling something that is going. I'm going to pull a clarifier because I think more this is your focus and your thoughts that you're going to move forward, and as circumstances not going to be fair and balanced. But I actually think it's the polar opposite. I think it's going to go really well in your favor. I also feel if there is something that you've been keeping in your mind and you haven't been sharing it with a romantic partner, I do feel it can come out, and I feel it's necessary. This could be a wound or a belief. Returning home. I feel if you are holding anything in, it's because you're trying to process it. I feel you're trying to understand what these things are, what your direction is going to be, and how it's going to play out. I do feel some of you are moving. If you have been jumping around and you felt, because I kept hearing home is where the heart is, home is where the heart is, but you got 3 home energies. You got home. Where's the other one? Home is the crowning energy. Where else? Somewhere. It's like you're coming home. That was the thing cryptically I heard, you coming home. So home is where the heart is, Dorothy. I do feel this read for you. You're going through some struggles. It could be that you're going back to deal with something. You're tidying a situation up. You may know about 3 to 4 individuals, and they do pose a bit of conflict. You're used to it. You've been there, done that. You're going to deal with it. I also feel advancement in career, major choices in your future, and I do feel conversations relating to a contract or a love interest. Now, as you have these conversations, you may need to pause. There could be something that you need to go backwards for to address, but I do feel it's also moving forwards. Whatever this is, I kind of think a conversation that has already or about to play out has occurred. It is going to solve a problem that has been a bugbear inside a connection. And I feel, it's almost like, oh, I get it. And you have this breakthrough. I also feel for those of you in a connection that are thinking about children, this can be a lot of clearing out the closet and looking outside the box of how that can be. Now, how can I explain this? That can happen very cryptically. It can happen in the form of getting pets. It can happen in the form of, maybe investigating it further. It could be adoption. It might be co-creativity in in an actual creative project. But I feel something is also healing, and I'll pull a chakra card. I feel there's a deep spiritual healing relating to old wounds. What is this to do with? What is this cleared energy? It's saying you're so much more than what you think. Look, there is a dream you have. Have a dream. But that dream, just trust the universe, because the universe actually has some really beautiful things coming your way. Look, I won't lie to you, you do have some adversity, but you want play, you want spontaneity, you want fun, you want conduciveness. And if you're surrounding yourself with energies that don't resonate with you, I think some of you are having to challenge that and accept that so that you can move forward. So if there is a situation in your life you're dealing with, I do feel the stars have your back. And I feel you are set for success. You are going to get abundance. People are going to be jealous of you. It's just the way it goes. But ultimately, you're moving into a life where you won't have to pretend on who you are. You'll be able to accept who you are, and you'll be able to be in the world and of the world. Okay, dolls, have a wonderful month. I will see you through the month, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Take care.